Hey everyone, another ad hoc stream I guess. Tonight I'm going to be taking pictures of my MG Barbatos. So I built this back in 2020, so it's been a good like 18 months or so. It's been sitting in my closet just waiting for me to take pictures of it. Um, my patience for this is my next photo shoot, so um, it's finally time for me to like take pictures of this I guess. I've been kind of like putting this on the back burner a bit because I've really wanted to sort of get this right. This kit's probably one of my favorite builds, and I think the potential for some really good action shots are there. And I think just recently I've just sort of finished compiling everything I've sort of wanted to do in terms of poses. So tonight's stream just going to be the standard sort of just the standing pose that you've seen like the last few streams already. So I'll just have to get that out of the way, um, and then probably like a more sort of what do you call it? Like I gotta pose. I gotta like get a picture of like all the weapons and stuff in one photo, and then the next stream after that probably be the action poses. Um, all right, so let's get started. Tonight I'm listening to the Uncharted 2 soundtrack. So this is one of my um, favorite uh, games of all time. I used to play the multiplayer like quite a bit, and I was pretty good at it. Hey, sup, Nick? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, it's got a bit of like my room's a bit like my room's kind of messy. I'm not gonna mince words. So excuse me for a sec. How's your full armor going anyway? Like we talked about the frequency illusion thing. We mentioned earlier where once you notice something, or once you're aware of something, you just start to notice a bit more. So about how long's it been now? 7 years ago, I bought um, I bought a Super Liberty, and yeah, like after that, I just started noticing them everywhere. Like it's a very sort of common thing when you like buy cars. Yeah, like as me and Hugo mentioned, watch out for the ankles. So it's like D14 or something, and then there's like a poly cap that goes in. So make sure those two, you know, smooth, like, because when I built my original, I actually destroyed both ankles, and I ended up buying a second kit just to like replace them. I actually sold that double Zeta as well, so I feel a bit sorry for the guy who bought it. I left it at my local hobby store, and then like some guy made an offer for it, so yeah, I just sold it. I mean, it was still it had the replacement ankles, but I felt even those were on its last legs, even after I replaced them. Let me give me a sec. I'll get you the part numbers. And it's made out of that pretty soft plastic as well. It's not. I think a part like that would have greatly benefited from actually being ABS. But anyway, if it does break, I'm sure I got like you could probably just easily pin it back, I guess. But for me, that's like, I consider stuff like that outside my skill level at the moment. Where is it? I mean, I'm looking at the manual. The foot does have a lot of parts, but it's all like internals. So 7-2. Where is it? Okay, D22. So that is the part that's most likely to break. So it's like in the foot. It's where the foot goes into the essentially where the foot connects to the rest of the leg basically. And then D16. So that's it's like the part which has the rotation for the foot. So make sure that part has enough. It can move easily enough so that the other one, what is it? Shit. D22. Okay, so D22 goes into the D16 part, which has a poly cap in it. So yeah, so if the D16 part is too tight, then the weak point becomes D22, and then that sort of peg where it goes in will like kind of get weaker and then snap off. So that's what you gotta watch out for. And even on my Faz build, I'm like really kind of worried about that as well. Yeah, I think Anubis said he put some grease or something in there. What I did on my Faz was I kind of like just lightly sanded down that D22, the peg, just slightly. Because yeah, if that peg's too tight and you're like twisting the foot and like rotating the ankle, it if it's too tight, the weak point becomes the peg where it connects, so that just twists off. Did you check out all the poses I collected for the Barbatos? It's in the Discord in the channel. Like there's a specific channel for each sort of um, model, I guess. A lot of the stuff I'm sort of collected it's like from video games. So there's like DMC, there's Final Fantasy, a couple of fighting games. I am hoping because the Barbatos actually has it's got a really good wrist. It can actually like fully extend. So yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm just hoping I don't like destroy destroy the wrists. And then hopefully we can get some good like posters and stuff made out. Yeah, sorry for the spam, man. I mean, just turn off. You can turn off the like notifications for those like sub channels, I guess. Because I mean, your nukes are really go in there if you need to look at it. Apparently the ankles on this kit aren't that great either. Like Anubis, like he bought like a second-hand Barbatos and like the foot peg was like broken or something. So, and you can actually buy um like replacement parts for that. So that I guess that kind of speaks as to like how fragile they are. You did all the painting and priming and paneling today. Wait, you painted it in a day? What? As in the legs, or like? Well, yeah, those decals will take you a while, mate. It's like, you know, the car. Oh, let me sort of put this on Twitter. Totally forgot about that. Hey, sincerely, welcome to the stream. So yeah, it's taking pictures of my MG Barbatos, which has been on ice since January 2020. And I guess now's the time. Otherwise, you know, it'll just sit there forever until I feel ready. But yeah, now's the time. So it was around this time, when I actually discovered enamel paint. Like, I I found out you can actually like spray it through the airbrush. So I used my junk. I used my very first airbrush, which is like it's like a junker now. It's like um, really dirty and stuff. So I just use it to spray like enamel paint. Um, so like all the sort of details, like the notches and stuff. So I spray enamel paint in there, and instead of hand painting it. And the reason why I do that is because it dries way faster. Yeah, the larger your light box, the easier it becomes to take pictures of um, like action poses. Because when you suspend stuff in the air, like the lighting kind of changes. So, um, and then obviously like if it's too small, you will start seeing like the edges of the box in your photos. So yeah, larger is better. In fact, sometimes you don't even need a box. Like I've seen some people, they just like they just have the background, and it's like um, there's no box to speak of. I guess this works for me because like it's a this is my office. It's like a permanent fixture there, so it just sits there. I don't have to pack it away. So in that sense, it's like very convenient. But I can see like if you can't have a light box there permanently, then something um, like something this big may not be convenient. What you could do is you could build like three you could build just like a frame that folds away and then just like kind of drape the cloth around when you need it. Yeah, if you can get a room for yourself, just to, like do your work in, like that's like the best I find. I actually don't have any glass cases at my house because yeah, it's like even though I like we own this house, I feel it's not like the end game house. So like I thought I'm not gonna bother with the glass cases just yet because I can't be bothered like to moving all that later. So um, if I left all my stuff in my glass cases, they'd just get really dusty and you know um, and I'm not particularly good at taking pictures of stuff right after I build them, so they just go and they just all get stashed in my closet, where I guess it doesn't really get too dusty very quickly. So and yeah, if your light box is next to your PC, like the setup I've got here, you can easily like do what I do and just have your PC being the remote control, I guess, and then the workflow becomes quite easy. Like so when I take pictures on the camera, it just like it gets saved straight to the PC. You can also use an app on your phone. This is a Canon, so you can download like the Canon app and then use your phone as a remote control. So I did you see all the Barbatos poses I was like spamming throughout the last 2 days? I think that's as good as it gets. I don't think I can find any more. Well, I could, but I don't even think I could even do half of those before I either destroy the kit or just get tired of playing this. So I think this stream is just gonna be the Gundam by itself. Um, I've stashed like the extra hands and weapons and all that in a box somewhere, so I need to go find them. So this stream will probably just be me getting, you know, these like um, these pictures that you've sort of seen over the last few streams. The next one I'll include the weapons. So I'll do that. I'll do that image where the kids there and then like the weapons are on the DSLR lenses. And then we can start the standing poses with the weapons. And then finally, the next stream after that, from then on, will be all the action poses, which who knows how long that'll take. Like I could, typically I could do like one full stream on just one pose. Yeah, I've got the expansion parts. I mean, I guess I will do the like the sixth form at some point. It would be a totally new build though, because I think once I'm through with this, it'll just be too wrecked to like um it'll be too wrecked for me to put on the expansion parts and just do all this all over again. And that's the reason why like the Strike Gundam, it's like my favorite Gundam, but because it's got so many different add-on packs, like I'm not sure how I would go about taking pictures for all of that. Like if you think about what I do and then think of all the different combinations you can get, like just think about how long it would take for me to like take pictures of everything. Yeah, Pepe Punch. We might be able to do it. It probably won't be like exactly the same because the shoulders can't you can't stretch them back, if you know what I mean. So I think it's possible. It just won't be like exactly the way you it won't be the exact like Pepe punch you see in the beam. So I might go for like another hour, or if the battery goes out first, I need to get a I need to get a like the DC adapter, AC adapter for my camera. I've got one for my 800D, but not for this 90D that I'm using. And I feel I feel it might like, with all the wires going everywhere, might be a bit of a pain actually. Yeah, don't hurt yourself trying to do that pose in real life, man. It's quite you actually need to stretch a bit to do that. just adjusting my tripod a bit just so I can get a bit of extra height. Alright, that side's done for now. I might go back and like do it again if I got time. Oh, that doesn't look straight, does it? That thing's more like this. This is one of my worst like fears. Like I will take all these photos and I'll check it on my phone and then like it's like it's like a degree off. And I know you can easily rotate it, but it's like it bugs me. Like so I'll try post some of these in the Discord um, once I'm done with this session. Yeah, dude, they've always been blue. It's a very small. I mean, obviously, because you don't normally view it from the back, so I guess you wouldn't really see it. Have you seen IBO? Like, have you actually seen it? 3/4 of the first season. The first season's pretty good. Like, um, satisfying ending, I guess. It's the second season that's everyone's got the issues with. Um, Also, maybe unpopular opinion, but I actually like the Lupus Rex better than the Lupus. I think the Lupus, the skirts just make it look kind of weird. All right, let's do this back angle again. One reason why I'm so like sort of pedantic about these shots is like I literally only get one chance at it. Because after I start playing with the kit, obviously the things get scratched up. So this is the only time it will ever look this pristine. So like I just put a bit of extra time just taking extra photos, just to make sure it's just right. So for anyone interested, the soundtrack is from Uncharted 2, a game which I used to play quite a fair bit. Um, I also played the sequels, 3 and 4, the multiplayer quite extensively. I should probably go back and play 4 a bit, but just haven't had the time. I think Gundam Seed's still my favorite series though. Probably just because it's of my the first one I started with. Um, Again, unpopular opinion, but maybe I consider the first like 30 or so. Um, is it 30? Like the first 30 episodes of Gundam Seed. Um, right up to the point where Kira blows up, and then becomes like a totally different guy after that. Um, like it was really good. Pretty sure he died and got replaced by like a cyborg or something. He got enslaved by Lacus and got turned into some kind of pacifist cyborg. Yep, Seed and Seed Destiny definitely nailed it when it came to like the designs. Like, hang on, do I want to take it at this angle? Maybe I'll just do it. So I'm just like extending the legs in a tripod so I can get a bit of height. I think this is an Ace Pilot Gunpla kind of shot. Like he does like the really high angle really high angle like this. Mid UC, which ones are you talking about? Like the Zeta era or like think my favorite UC design is the Gundam Mach 2. It's just so like it's just so simple and like um it's just so simple, boxy and tanky, which like it just ticks all the boxes. And then my favorite like non-UC is like probably Strike. Just because yeah, again it's just so basic. Like yeah, the PG Mark II is like it's definitely one of those top tier perfect grades. Like they don't make him like that anymore. Um, I mean I guess the PGU would come close, but it's like the Mark II did it first, and that was like 20 years ago. So that was the Mark II PG was probably one of my first 5 builds, I think. Yeah, that was I built it back in how long ago was it? Like 2000 2005 or something. But the proportions of that are like it's just slightly a bit old school. I think the master grade just like kind of just tweaked it just a bit. And speaking of which, I still need to build that the MG. Well, I'm not gonna disagree with you there, man. The PG Mark II is a pretty damn good kit, considering how old it is. Mark the 1.0 Mark II. Oh no! Have you seen those feet, man? They're like it's like so stubby. I've actually built the 1.0 Mark II. Oh god, that was like such an experience. Like it's like worse than a high grade by today's standards. The legs, the thighs. It's it's like old school high grade where there's like you've got to sandwich 2 parts together to like um to like sandwich the basically build around the knee frame. So it's horrid. I don't remember Uncharted 2 having this music. Like, it's been a while though, so... MG Super Gun. Oh yeah, I've actually got one. I've been meaning to sort of do the super G defensive plus the 2.0. Just haven't gotten around to it, obviously, because Bandai keep putting out new shit, and there's just not enough time to go back and build the old stuff. And I'm guessing, being such an old thing, you probably can't find them anymore. I guess that's the bad thing. Oh yeah, my copy of the Gundam Mark II, the 2.0, it's the first release. That particular one's got this weird issue where the waist is locked. You can't twist it, so that's a really dumb. I'm not sure why Bandai did that, but it was really big dumb on their part. So they fixed it in subsequent releases, but yeah, I've got the original first print where it's like they just effed up. Have you checked on like Mandarake and like where else can you look? I was gonna say eBay, but they're probably like ridiculously expensive. Yeah, the waist doesn't swivel. It's like 100% locked. Zero torso twist. Let me see if I can find the manual on Dalong. Yep, here we go. So I'll just do a snip and then I'll put it on my. Alright, so this is the torso for the waist connection for the Gundam Mark II. And you'll see that there's a little I think that ball joint there is what's stopping it from turning. And then let me see if I can find the updated version. Yeah, I can't find it, sorry. But basically, this is what's stopping the torso from turning. Metal clear coating. Is it like what? That makes no sense. Alright, so this is the soundtrack for Uncharted 3 now. So yeah, again, spent quite a few years of my life like listening to this in game. Some notes about this pose, by the way. So you don't wanna like spread the legs too far. Um, don't go past the shoulders too far. So if I just do this, oops. So, oops, damn it. I can't undo? Shit, that sucks. So like, don't go too far out past the shoulders when you sort of posing the legs. What time is it? 10. So I got probably half an hour left before I'm gonna call it a night. And then seeing that it's like seeing it's like the weekend, don't really have much on. I might do another one tomorrow, but I can continue with the weapons. Alright. So after this, we're gonna do like the Katoki pose, and then maybe some close-ups. Hopefully I can get that done. Actually, I'm not sure if I can finish. There's only like 20 minutes left. Plated frame and clear armor. I mean, how much is that going for though? I've never actually bought a clear kit before. Is the clear plastic like the hard type? Because that I imagine that would be pretty annoying to sort of work with. 9,500 yen. I mean that's obviously like because it's rare, I guess. But you know, I guess how bad do you want it, right? Yeah, that I think that clear plastic is like the it's like the harder kind, the kind that you can't cut with god hands. All right, so let's do the Katoki pose. So you just turn the head off to. So I might actually need another session just to like do the stuff I didn't get around to. Probably won't get around to finishing on this one. Yeah, I never understood the obsession with clear kits, like especially coming from like, you know, the like painting aspect. Like why why would someone like me ever buy a clear kit? Like never. And then you think that um, a clear kit would be less work, but no. Have you ever tried sanding that stuff? It's just like a real pain in the ass. Uh oh, lights are falling off. Yeah, so you know Mal Custom, right? So he's a friend of mine. I know him in real life. He was telling me about his clear Sinanju, where you know, he thought it would be like a walk in the park, but yeah, like he, you know, obviously because of all the clear plastic, um, he will spend like way, um, way more time sanding down all the nubs. Well, I guess that saves yourself money, right? Because like those things are like typically limited edition, pricey, you know. The only one which I think would be quite cool is the Alex. So if you got the clear one, you like you put like the Chobam armor on. I'm having a lot of trouble getting the head in the right position in a way that I like. Yeah, getting the angle right's tough. I think this looks good, the one that's on screen right now. It just looks a bit weird because one eye is lit up more than the other, and that sort of from where I'm looking at it, it looks like it's like tilted too much to one side. Maybe let's fix this arm a bit. It just looks a bit. Yeah, I think it looks right now. I mean, oops, now the foot's all messed up. It's just like yeah, like when you're doing this, you touch one thing and you mess something else up. It's really annoying, especially when there's lots of moving parts. And shit, I still need to do the 35mm shot, so yeah, I think we're gonna need another half a session at least just to like do that sort of 35mm shot and then all the close-ups. So probably another half a session just to sort those out, and then like I can like kind of sleep and check all the images that I got today on my phone just to make sure this guy's standing straight. Which I think he actually isn't. Oh yeah, there you go. What a penny! Oh no. That's what happens when you got kids with like crap ankles. All right, man. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. I'll post some in the Discord later. Um, after I finish processing some of them. So it's 10:22 right now. I might take a couple of more of these. I'll switch over to the 35mm lens and just do that. Do this same pose. I just want to see what it looks like. Alright, so just give me a moment while I switch lenses. So the screen's gonna be blank for a bit, so excuse me for a bit. and it sucks because now I gotta reset all the windows again because ops cannot remember. It just kind of sucks because the because I've got to bring the model closer to the camera. It's closer to the lights, obviously, so that kind of blows out the shadows of it. But yeah, there you go. I think that looks pretty cool. So again, this is the 35mm lens. It just gives that illusion of size a bit more, I guess. Let me see if I can try alternative lights for this. It's just not the same. So this light here, which I've got on the front left of my setup, it's actually quite bright, and it's not quite as well diffused as my other ones. So I've just got pieces of paper just kind of sitting here, and it's not doing a very good job. I mean, it does an okay job normally. It's just that because now the kit is so close to the light, since I've had to sort of bring it closer for the wide angle lens, it's just blowing out some of the shadows of it. Anyway, just a few more and then I think I'll just call it a night. And we can keep continuing tomorrow. let me just quickly post one of these on my Discord. Yeah, it doesn't look very excuse me. Let me just get I mean the it just looks a bit blown up. The highlights just look a bit blown out in some places. So alright, well how can I fix this? So if I turn this light off, it's just way too dark. So I think, actually, let me. Yeah, so I definitely need this light. It's just a bit too bright, and I've got no way of turning it down. Really wish I had another one of these like cloth things, but maybe we can go back a bit. Of course, you can only go so far back before the camera starts colliding with the table, so I think this is the maximum. What if we go closer to this side of the booth? Or I guess I could shift the entire thing over a bit, right? If I did that. I think that's a bit better. I think that's a bit better. Let me just quickly try and edit these. It's better, but the highlights are still like the lighting and the shadows is still a bit harsh in certain places. Maybe what I'll do is I'll see if I can find some kind of like white t-shirt tomorrow and just try to like use that. Alright, well I guess that'll be it for today then. So thanks for tuning in. I might do another one tomorrow night. So I'll be trying to take more of these shot more of these shots with 35mm, just with hopefully a better lighting, and then gonna do some macro shots, and then shots for the weapons, and then after that it will be the action shots. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.